Live from Rainspell Studios in North Hollywood, California, it's the Final Mix Show, the only radio podcast dedicated to educating you on the ins and outs of the music industry. And now, here's your host, John Mahoney.
All right, thanks, Ken. Welcome to another episode of the Final Mix. Sitting in with me, as always, is my co-host, Mickey Finn.
Hey, John, how are you?
And tonight, people all day, they have not believed me. They said, no way, it's too big. But we got him here, Mr. Leon Hendrix, the brother of Jimi Hendrix. Welcome, Leon.
Welcome, welcome.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
So, let's just cut right to it. I'll ask what I think is on everybody's mind.
Okay.
What the heck was it like growing up as Jimi Hendrix's brother? I mean, you got to see things that...
Well, growing up, you mean?
Yeah.
When I was an infant?
All of it.
And Jimmy was practicing on a broom?
How many years are you behind him?
4.
4, okay. So big brother Jimmy must have been inspirational.
No.
It might not have started out that way.
I thought he had lost his mind.
So he started playing guitar before you. What did you think when he first started playing guitar?
Well, I didn't really think of anything except for that he was like the one that was taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? My dad went to work or whatever he did. Jimmy was in charge of me. Mm-hmm. So I had to go everywhere Jimmy went. And I went to see his first concerts. I mean, not concerts, but, we're in Seattle. And I remember his first job was with Ray Charles. Wow. Nobody knows that.
Very interesting.
Ray Charles lived in Seattle for a while. He played at the Penthouse down in Pioneer Square. And he hired little Jimmy, I think he was like 16.
Wow.
To play it. That's how good he was
Wow.
at the time.
Very
just
cool.
Playing in the Ray Charles band when he did shows in Seattle.
That was his first job.
Wow.
That he got paid for.
All right, amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent. How many other brothers and sisters are there?
Well, I have a little brother. His name is Joey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some other sisters that I had never met because my father kind of, after he got divorced from our mother, I never met him. I've met one in all these years.
Okay.
A couple of the sisters don't want nothing to do with us.
Right.
Because, they were, they got their lives and they're happy with what they're doing.
And how old was Jimmy, like, when it was like, oh, my God, this is like my brother has made it kind of thing? Did it sneak up on you or did you see it coming?
No. Okay. If I want to start early childhood when Jimmy's playing the broom and playing air guitar to Chuck Berry and Elvis Presley, I didn't think nothing of it and didn't give a damn. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Right.
Just a kid having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, and then I used to bug him so much as a child that he tied a pencil around my wrist and made me draw. Mm-hmm. I ended up working for Boeing's as a draftsman.
Right.
Because of that. That was better than a college education.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of your artwork, and it is really great. Where can people go to check that out if anyone listening to this?
I have no fucking idea. I have all these websites, but I'm so busy touring and playing music and trying to write new songs that I kind of let them handle it.
Right.
So I guess you can go on Facebook. I started with one page, and I got like 30. Or you can go to the HendrixFamily.com. I got over 2 million. And you can go on, what's the other, Space Out?
MySpace?
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
You can go to MySpace. Mm-hmm. But all these websites are not generating the right thing for my career. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to, give it over to a giant company that knows how to extract come on, I got millions of people on my website.
Right.
I need to get it like 50 cents.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
You know, I could, you know, come on, you know, so I can eat. No, I'm not. I'm playing. I've never missed a meal.
Right.
Come on.
What are you up to right now? Like, what are you really working on, or what's your focus?
Okay, I got 3 albums out. I'm keeping it to myself because the record companies don't want to give me no money for them. Mm-hmm. They want to give me this press and distribution deal, and then they want to make a video, and then they want to do in-house reproductions. So I'm going to come out of there owing money.
Yeah, right.
And I don't want to owe no money. I'm happy right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to keep on making my music, and eventually, you know, they're going to recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Do you have any tours or anything coming up that we should know about?
Well, I just got back from Italy, Switzerland, and France.
Nice.
And now I'm going to Turkey. No, wait a minute. Greece, Turkey, Russia, back to Germany for Oktoberfest, to London for Jimmy's birthday party, to New York City for Jimmy's birthday party,
Wow.
and then back to Seattle for Jimmy's birthday party.
Wow.
All in 3 days.
Yeah. You find Europe to be more productive these days than America?
Oh, hell yeah. Americans expect too much because we've lived too good.
Yeah, we're spoiled, yep.
Exactly. You know, they say, you know, I played the Whiskey, Roxy, Viper Room, House of Blues. Nobody gives a fuck. Mm-hmm. But when I go to Europe, I sell out.
Yeah.
You know,
people appreciate good music over there more.
And that's what happened to Jimmy. Jimmy had to leave here to become famous. You know?
Right.
Absolutely. So we're going to get to a little of your music here in a minute, but let's talk about your first album, Keeper of the Flame. What was the process of that, and how was your experience with that? Was that an enjoyable album that you did?
It's always enjoyable when you make a fucking album, okay? And that's not my first album. My first album was called Seattle Rain with Ricky Phillips from Styx, Alan White from
Yes?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Thank you. Because they go, hey, Leon, you know who I am? I'm going, up.
Yeah.
And then Tony Coleman from B.B. King and Ian Gillian, who sung backup vocals for me.
Wow, amazing.
And he didn't even charge me. He goes, Leon, I know you're just getting into the business. I just want to put some purple in it. So, you know, so he did it. You know, I got a lot of friends out there, you know.
Did you and Jimmy do shows together back in the day?
What are you talking about? Come on. Jimmy's on tour. He sent for me. I flew from Seattle to California in 1967 or something like that. You know, I wasn't, you know, interested in music at all. But this is when Jimmy flipped my life.
Right.
Because, you know, he used to call me from New York. You know, he said, Leon, listen to this song I'm doing. I'm going, you know, and we only had landlines in them days, right?
Right.
And so I would put the phone down and do my business and come back like 20 minutes later, he's still playing. You know? How you like that? I'm going, well, for one thing, I can't really hear it.
Right. I'm sure it was all blazing and distorted on the
And I
phone.
go, hey, Jimmy, you might want to get a job. No, I'm exaggerating, but
Right.
But I wasn't really interested, you know, because my dad had been so, he was condemned Jimmy for playing guitar, so that kind of went to my attitude too, and so and then I remember one time I asked my dad, I said, I want a guitar. He said, I already got one idiot playing guitar. I'm not having two. You know, I'm going. So my guitar history counseled for like 40 years. You know, I just started playing like 10, 11 years ago. And I guess I'm just a late bloomer. You know,
Yeah.
I guess it's just in the blood. That music is in our blood. And that's all I got.
Right.
Who were your musical influences growing up?
Jimmy.
Okay.
Okay, Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson, Bo Diddley, because we used to listen to his records. You know, when they had the big giant.
Right.
See, people don't know that they had a bigger record than the 78.
Right.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
It was like, what kind of record player did they make
Yeah.
to put that on? So that's what we used to listen to. Blues. He loved Chuck Berry. He loved Elvis Presley, because he would emulate them all the time. He'd be all in the room, up on the bed, bouncing up, playing air guitar and stuff. But his most famous group was Mickey and Sylvia.
Right.
You guys probably never heard of them.
Yeah, I haven't heard
They're
that
the
one.
first black people that were able to be allowed to be on TV.
Wow.
Love is Strange. Remember that song? Love is Strange. You know, because